Hey, what's going on everybody? My name of course is Dr. P and I appreciate you stopping back by for another Fortnite video. Now in this one, I want to talk about the new 8.1 update that went live earlier this morning. We got a bunch of new things, some very simple updates I want to talk about. But there's also been a progression for the storyline with new loading screens. I'm going to cover everything you need to know right here in this video. Do me a favor and drop a like down below and subscribe to the channel if you're brand new. I'm uploading daily Fortnite content, keeping you completely updated with the storyline, news, information, updates, and so much more. There's a special place in my heart for the Fruit faction and everyone who uses my supported creator code, Pineapplez YT. Shout out to the guys on screen. If you want to be featured yourself in the next video, just send me a screenshot on Twitter proving that you're supporting me as a creator. So let's go ahead and dive into the 8.1 update. One of the major things they did today was introduce a new single-person vehicle called the Baller. I like to call it the hamster wheel. It looks like those balls the hamsters go in and spin around, if you know what I'm talking about. But essentially, there is no real gun attached to this vehicle. There is instead a grappler that you use to hook onto things and swing around. It's pretty interesting. You'll see me later in the gameplay hop on one of these bad boys and take it for a spin. Right now, you see so many people just going to town in these things, and it's crazy because if you see people in them, you know they can't actually hurt you, so you can approach them, get some shots off first. It's all good. Now, they also added a new update involving the vending machines. Previously, the vending machines had 3 different things you could buy continuously with materials. But now, vending machines are good for only one use. Whoever finds it first will be able to get a free item out of it. Like literally, you can choose any of the 3 items. You don't have to pay anything. You just get it. But the catch is, once you do use it, it is no longer an effective and working vending machine. You only get one shot to get something out of it. So depending on what stage you find the vending machine in, you might take a launch pad over a gun. Maybe you'll take the gun over something else. Who knows? But it's really interesting and it makes the vending machines a lot better. When you see one, you always go to it and hope it has something good because you get stuff for free. I like this. Vending machines were starting to go out of use for the most part, and I'm glad to see them do something good to keep them around and keep them relevant and healthy. Of course, those weren't the only changes in the patch. In fact, there are a lot more, but those are the 2 biggest ones that impact gameplay. So if you want to check out the full patch notes, I'll link it below for you. As you guys know, every week in Fortnite, there is a loading screen that is attached to that specific week, and it tells the story of how the storyline is slowly progressing. Usually, these pictures come out in groups of 2, and we usually get 2 every 2 weeks, an average 1 per week. So we actually got 2 of them here with this update. They were data mined, obviously, pretty easy to do nowadays. But here is the Season 8 Week 3 loading screen. You can see the Sidewinder skin running through Sunny Steps, getting arrows shot at her. This gives off like strong Egyptian vibes. When I look at this, I think of like someone running through like a pharaoh's tomb, just getting ancient arrows shot at them as traps. That's what it feels like to me, and she's stealing this gold serpent, which is a back bling in the game, so I don't know, that's what it seems like to me. And Sunny Steps kind of has Egyptian sort of vibes, it's not exactly the same thing, but it definitely looks like there are pyramids there in Sunny, and it looks really ancient, as if it would be trapped with this kind of stuff. And I'm curious to find out what secret Sunny Steps actually holds. Probably a good amount, to be honest. Now, why would Sidewinder risk her life to go after this snake back bling? Is there something in there? Is there something hidden away in Sunny Steps that we might need to know about? Something that someone would be after that would involve a serious plot in the season? We'll find out for sure soon enough, but I do think it's important to note that it was deemed critical enough for the plot to place in the season's loading screen. Keep an eye on Sunny, and let me know if you find anything. Alright, so the next loading screen, week 4 for Season 8, is a little more interesting. Definitely a lot more going on to analyze. So here it is. It is basically just a bunch of peelies, a bunch of banana skins, walking up the volcano as if in some dark ritual. I'm not exactly sure what side the bananas are on. There must be about 100 different banana skins walking up the volcano doing that banana emote. It's pretty funny, to be honest. But there's one focal point. There is actually a king banana being held up in his throne. He's holding some kind of cup, some secret ancient cup, I guess. You see Sunny Steps in the background there, so that's 2 straight loading screens. Sunny Steps has been a critical part of it. I wonder if the bananas, come from Sunny Steps. I wonder if that's where, they live or whatever, because that seems to be the case. Now, the question is, what are they doing? It clearly involves the head man, the king banana there in some respect, trying to figure out what that is. Now, looking at it very, very plainly, it looks as though they are carrying the banana to the top of the volcano, maybe as like a sacrifice, throwing him straight in there. I don't know. It definitely seems strange because they don't seem to be upset. And the king definitely doesn't seem to be upset. In fact, he's smiling that banana grin, so everything seems to be all good. I don't know what's going on here, but they are going to the top of the volcano, so I feel like something is getting dropped in there, whether that be the king banana, something he's holding, all of them, I don't know, but I will be curious to find out. This has got to be one of the most intriguing loading screens of all time, because no one even thought that the bananas were even going to be a part of the storyline. Maybe I thought there could be like a slight point for them, but I mean, they're bananas. I feel like it's mostly just kind of a meme, right? Like, that's what it seems like. I always think of Laser Beam and the bananas doing the Congo when I think of that scan, just a meme. You can't take that seriously, but fair enough, it looks like they're going to be a big part of the story, at least in some way. So I'll be excited to find out what this whole sacrificial banana ceremony type thing actually is. This is now the 3rd different king that we have seen and observed in Season 8, of course. You've got the Ice King. Big part of the story. That's obvious from the cinematic trailer for Season 8. Same thing with the Fire King. You might know him better as the Prisoner. Either way, he's got his own throne in the volcano. We know he's a king. And now, we see this Banana King with his army of hundreds of bananas. And quite frankly, I don't even know what kind of conclusion we're supposed to draw. Are they good guys? This is the first time we're seeing them in the story. Are they bad? Are they neutral? Are they just kind of like natives? I don't know. It looks like some kind of a strange cult, and it's just truly blowing my mind. I want to know what these bananas are doing. I've been talking about the volcano for the past 3 or 4 videos on my channel and how I think something is going to happen, mainly a eruption. I feel like it's going to erupt at some point this season, and this just kind of adds to that, We have this loading screen very explicitly showing all the bananas going to the top of the volcano to deposit something inside. Otherwise, why would they go to the top, right? Why are they going up there, all of them, if they don't have something planned to do at the top, most likely throwing something or someone in? It's also possible, based on what we saw in this loading screen, that they could be going back after the stolen snake Sidewinder took from them. If they do live at Sunny Steps, as previously guessed in this video, it would make sense why immediately after that 3rd loading screen, they follow up by going to the volcano, probably their best choice on where Sidewinder could be, to get it back. And if that's the case, that snake jewel could very well be something important, unbelievably important to the game. Why does Sidewinder need to have that snake? Is she working for the Fire King? Is that why they go to the volcano after to get it back, because they know she's a minion? I mean, she does have a snake on her hat, and she does have reptilian-like eyes. And there have been huge rumors about a dragon or some kind of a serpent this season, so I don't know. There's a lot of questions we need answered. Today, with the content patch we got, there was actually one map change that happened over near Snobby. One of the buildings, actually the southernmost building and spot in Snobby Shores, has been transformed into some sort of a Viking house or Viking base. I'm not sure. It's important to bear in mind that this area specifically is very close to the mountain that was added in Season 5 that puts the Viking village up there. So it's possible they could be expanding and eventually could take over Snobby Shores. I mean, they've already basically done that to one house. You can see the flags are flying, the same flags from the ship on the Viking mountain right above it. Just a bunch of similar architecture here. I'm not sure why they did this, but it was important enough to make the change and pull the trigger on it now. And I'm excited to see what comes of Snobby, maybe what happens to this area. And if the Viking village expands, I'd be excited for that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, drop a like down below and subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you in another one soon. And until then, my friends, take it easy and peace out.